Hey, welcome back out here to my Freedom Farm range. This is my private personal range, but today I want to talk to you about my rifle. This is what I got started with back in January of 2021. I had seen a couple videos on YouTube, like some long range shooting, and then I found some 3-gun competitions, and the way I saw it is kind of like what I do for work, which is running around all the time and like trying to plan out where things need to go and what needs to be done at a certain time. Racing the clocks, trying to get all, make a priority list of what has to be done, most importantly that day, and get those tasks done before moving on to the less important ones. I kind of saw 3-gun similar to that, where you're breaking down a stage and trying to run it in the most efficient way possible to get the best time and hit all the targets with the correct like shotgun, rifle, pistol, whatever the target requires. So that's what piqued my interest, and I decided I would start with the rifle side of things. So I had done a little bit of research on my own, and this was right after the election of 2020, so it was kind of slim pickings, but I finally settled on this, and it is from F1 down in Spring, Texas, I believe. Yes, so F1 Firearms down in Spring, Texas. So this is their, I believe they call it the FDR 15, kind of this distressed gray look. I like their Texas star and American flag in the magwell that they put in on it. So great looking firearm. I had initially had some iron sights on here, but I never used them, so I figured I would just take them off at this point. I do run it with this Magpul sling, and typically when I'm just out here on the range by myself, I'm not doing much with it, so it's there when I need it, but got it in a quick detach version, so I can take it off quickly and easily when I do not need it. So mainly what I wanted to talk today is all the stuff that I have done to this to really make it fit me better and work for what I'm planning to do with it the most. So this is not a like a home defense build by any means. This is kind of a build with the idea of buy something complete, then change out what I needed to make it work better for me, and with the intention of being a competition build. So I've tried a few different things, but this is kind of where it's settled right now. I think a good idea will be to start with the guts of it, and we'll kind of go guts to butt and then work up to the tip. So starting in the guts, that is the JP low mass bolt carrier group. I went ahead and got this because I'd actually broke my extractor while I was practicing getting ready for the first competition that I did. So I replaced that just to get through that competition, but then I started realizing, hey, maybe there's something better out there. JP says that their extractor is made in a special way that is supposed to, resist breaking much better than others. So we're going to test that. But I kind of look at it like the bolt carrier is one of the main hearts of the firearm. So got a good bolt carrier in here. Then dropping down below, I did go ahead and change out the trigger to the Trigger Tech AR Diamond. So this thing is very intended for competition use. It does have an adjustable weight capability. I was having problems with my pin sliding out, so I went ahead and got these, I forgot the brand of them, but just the locks for my trigger pins. So those haven't moved since installing this kit. I did go with the Radian safety. I can reach it from either side. Typically, I've noticed I get in the habit of shooting with my thumb on the side like a bolt action shooter does. So usually what I'll do is I'll come in when I'm going to get ready to shoot, and I'll drop it with my thumb on the inside here, do the shooting I need to, and then flick up with my trigger finger. That way I know my trigger finger is out and safety is on. But I have a thing for black and red, as you can probably tell. So red's my other color besides black. I did have a red foregrip, but got rid of that. I didn't like the actual handle style foregrip. So anyways, I did go with the Magpul bad lever. I thought that would help me, learning all the mechanics of it. I use it a little bit. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I kind of like it. So another thing up here is going to be the grip. So I went with the Magpul K2. It's a little bit bigger and soft rubber, so it's grippier texture. It fits the way my hand moves a little bit better than the like harder plastic, thinner stock Magpul one that was on here. So like that. From there, in the buffer system, it does have the stock buffer tube. I did go ahead and change it from the MFT minimalist stock that was originally on here to this Magpul. I believe this is the ACS. So I like the shape of it. I've never used these storage compartments or the one down here, but I like the shape of it and the way it fits up, more comfortable to my face there. So inside buffer tube, I have got the JP silent captured spring system in here. And apparently we've got a tractor in the field right next to us getting some work done this evening. So hopefully we can not be overwhelmed by the sound of that tractor. Hopefully they're just going down the road and they'll be gone here in a moment. But anyway, so stock with Magpul ACS, silent capture spring inside. We've got Trigger Tech, Radian, the JP low mass bolt. I did also go with the Geisley supercharging handle. I wanted one of the Radians. The one that I was really set on getting was never shown up to be in stock. I wanted the one that the shaft on it is MP3 coated and has the black handles, but I finally broke down and went ahead and got this Geisley. It works probably just as well as the Radian does, so good to go there. Moving up a little bit, I went with the Vortex Razor Gen 3, the 1-10, and have the throw lever and the level on it. I got the scope caps from MKM. These things are pretty great. I'm quite pleased with those. And then I mounted it up on the Scalar Works 34 millimeter cantilever. So this is in the 1.93 height. So I found that, I don't know if my neck is long or my shoulders are low, but the standard size height, I would really feel like I was craning my neck down hard, and I did not like that. So I tried the 193. It is definitely more comfortable for me. And then I went with the Valhalla Ruck offset, and I've got a Vortex Viper on here right now. That is kind of one of the things I still plan on changing. I don't like the way the adjustments are on the Viper. So it does what I need to do for now, but I would like to get something a little bit better on here pretty soon. So then moving forward, stock. So pretty much the stock stuff is still the lower, the upper, and then the handguard and barrel actually. So I went with the Magpul angle foregrip and some of their covers, and that gives me a good place to get a good grip. I do have a light, a Cloud Rain, that I mount the tape switch here, and then mount the light here on the side, and that works well. I took it off for a competition, and just haven't needed it back yet. So it's staying at the house and ready to go when I need to. Quick M-lock on and mount onto a pick rail for the switch. So easy enough to go on and off now that I got it all set up. I did just recently, when I got the bolt carrier, I went with the JP adjustable gas block. This came originally very, very over-gassed. So like if I'm shooting, I'm ejecting at like 1, 2 o'clock. So I wanted to tame that down and get closer to that 3, 4, 5 o'clock range. And with the adjustable gas block, I was able to tune that for different kind of ammo than what I have today. This stuff's a little bit hotter, but closer than it was before. And then I finished it off with the Ultradyne Apollo 5.56 muzzle brake. Now this is a legitimate straight up muzzle brake. This thing is ridiculously loud, but ridiculously effective. So I will fully admit that this is louder than it needs to be. But like I said, the intention of this was making a competition use rifle, and the barrel is plenty accurate. Like, I can shoot some pretty decent groups with factory ammo. Now I'm getting into learning how to reload my own. I think I'll be able to tighten them up even better, but it is a, sub 1 minute, just a hair under minute with factory loaded ammunition. This is in a 223 Wild chambering with a 1-in-8 twist on it, but I think that goes through pretty much everything that I've done to this. So typically what I have been doing is, as I've been using it and setting up different stages, different things to practice on, I will get to a point where I realize something is uncomfortable, like the scope. It was very unpleasant trying to work my neck down to get into where I could see through it. But, changed to a little bit taller scope mount, and that has worked very nicely. So we'll do the obligatory trigger check. So see, we got a little bit of a wall, not much movement. All right, and then just a little more pressure. And then reset is very, very minimal. Right there. And break. So, very, very nice and light competition style trigger that I have set up on here. I can tighten it down. I think it goes from 1.5 to 4 pound weight range. I think I've got it set closer to that 1.5, 2 pound area right now. But it is, it's been pretty great for me. Okay, so let's take a couple shots here. I did find these over at Academy. So these are from Mission First, but they are very specific 20 round capacity. All right. They actually have a block in there. You can see now you could take this apart, take that block out and get it to a full 30. But with the window, you can see that the block is in there. I've only got 10 or so, I think, loaded up in here. But I want to try these. If these work decently, that's what I'm probably going to use for making videos here. But let's see. Got him. So, as you can see, she works just fine. But, I have a pretty good time with this. Let's see if we can get over here and use my offset, see if it's still set pretty close. Hey, thanks for stopping by, checking out my overview of how I have my rifle set up currently. If you have anything that you would like to see, please drop it down in the comments. Let me know any drills or any other ideas that you would like to see me try out here at my range. If you want to see me test anything, I'm open to trying anything that I can set up and do or get my hands on. I have a few more ideas coming up soon, so make sure you are subscribed and like the video and share it if you got anybody that wants to learn about a F1. So the guts of this have been excellent. The barrel is pretty great, and I just changed some things to make it more comfortable for me. But overall, very pleased with the performance of this F1 AR-15, and very happy that you stopped by to check out this video. So hope you have a great rest of your day and a good week coming up. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.